Have you ever said you were going to do something, but then you didn't do it? Yes, of course. We've all done that. It'll probably happen again. But have you ever said that you're going to do something, and then instead of doing it, you just say, I'm going to do it? And then you say that every day, and you're like, I'll get it started tomorrow. I'll get it started later. I'll get it started once I... And you keep it alive in your mind and in your heart. Like you can kind of see it, and you kind of maybe fantasize and play with it in your mind a little bit, but you never take any action in the physical, real world. Or if you do take action, it's very small. And then you like pat yourself on the back and like, oh, I did that. And then now this thing that you've said you were going to do, it just keeps living in your mind for years. And I'm not kidding. Years of your life will dissolve away, and that thing is still just kind of hanging out in the front. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to it. That's dangerous. That's dangerous because number one, you're just deluding yourself. You keep thinking like you're going to do it, and you kind of engage with it in your mind, and it almost feels like you're doing it. But nothing's happening, so you're deluding yourself. But deeper than that, because you're probably doing it with multiple things. It's probably not just this one thing. You probably have a number of things that you're juggling around. And you're like, oh, I'll do it. When you don't do it, even though you said you were going to do it, you've broken your word to yourself. You've eroded some of your trust. And if you're doing it with a number of things, and if you're doing it for a number of years, then you're diminishing your self-trust, your self-belief, the belief that you will do what you say, the belief that you can follow through, the belief that you can get things done. You don't believe that about yourself now. Wow. That's crazy, because you're the most important relationship in your life, like the relationship with yourself, because it affects every other relationship and every other circumstance of your life. How you engage with, how you view, how you see, and how you trust yourself. Believe me, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you right now, listener. So, that's a heavy place to be, because then what's going to happen is you're going to start to feel stuck in one or more areas of your life. You're going to feel stuck because you don't believe that you can change the situation, because you've eroded your trust in yourself. So that's the bad news. The good news is that you can always change your relationship with yourself. And you can do that by starting to take little actions. Start telling yourself, I'm going to do something, and then do it. Start small. Maybe it's the dishes. Maybe it's the pile of mail that you always put off. Maybe it's starting to work out. Maybe it's starting to read that book that you're like, oh, I'm going to definitely read that book this year. Start small. Start building some trust. But also choose one or two bigger things. Choose one or two things that you've been avoiding for a long time, and just start chipping away at it a little bit each day. Doesn't matter how it looks. Doesn't matter that you don't know what you're doing. Doesn't matter what anybody else says about it. This is you and your life, and you keeping promises to yourself. I don't know why I keep pushing my chin right now. This is about you keeping promises to yourself, because it's going to change your relationship with yourself. And once you do that, your life changes. Stop trying to change stuff on the outside. That doesn't do anything for you on the inside. We have to change who and what we are on the inside. Build your trust back. You're worth it. Oh my God, you're so worth it. Let's go.